We are in the 49-kilogram light flyweight division, and this quarterfinal is being contested between boxers from Azerbaijan and Ireland. And the man on the front foot, wearing red, bracketing his head between his hands, was just scored with a cracking left hook. He's the tournament #1 seed, Salman Alizada, ranked number 15 in the world. And his opponent, the tall figure, wearing blue, representing Ireland, boxing well on the back foot, although he's just taken a good left hand to the body, is Brendan Irvine. Still only 19 years of age. He's competing in his second contest here in Baku 2015. By virtue of being the #1 seed, Alizada received a bye in the round of 16. 11 boxers making up the light flyweight division. That's a good lead left hook, but look at the uppercut response from Irvine. "21 years of age, Alizada, national champion, 14 and 13 in the senior ranks. What a right hand, and it drives Irvine backwards. He gets his boxing stance back beneath him, doesn't suggest that he was too hurt. And firing out that left uppercut, the left hand wasn't too far away by Alizada, and the man in red has come out in marauding fashion, taking the contest to his taller opponent. Irvine trying to establish the distance and keep him at bay with straight shots, but all too often, for the Irishman's liking, he's getting inside, and Irvine throwing uppercuts. Uppercut once again. That's a successful shot against a shorter opponent, or an effective shot against a shorter opponent. Irvine trying to establish that long left jab. It's such a terrific advantage in height, even though the tail of the tape suggests that it would be less than that. Irvine, still only 19, is probably still growing. Oh, good uppercut from Irvine, but he responded with a hook of his own, did Alizada. Uppercut attempted once again, but it's blocked effectively by the gloves of the man from Azerbaijan. Irvine fighting off the ropes just a few moments ago. Now he's onto the front foot in pursuit of Alizada, who is skitting around the perimeter of the boxing ring. Wide-legged stance employed by by Irvine, but then a right hook catches the attention of the Irishman. Successful shot by Alizada, who is tucking up and then unloading with punches in bunches as the 10-second clapper sounds in this opening round. Hard punching exchanges traded during the course of that opener. Just wonder if there's a little bit of a mark around the left eye of Irvine. Beautiful right hand. It was Irvine who landed. He was driven back by a right hand from Alizada, and here's the uppercut and then the trading of hooks. Competitive opening round of boxing. And all three favoring the work of Alizada, but make no mistake, that was a competitive round. Brendan Irvine very much in it, and Alizada knows that he's in a fight here in this light flyweight quarter-final. So we move into the second round. Brendan Irvine taking part in his second contest of this tournament, having prevailed with a unanimous points victory over the man from Bulgaria in the round of 16. Reigning national champion of Ireland. Picked up a bunch of age group titles as well. He's immensely talented, Brendan Irvine. Right hand success once again, then it's check left hand. The way he landed that left hook and then skipped out of harm's way to his left, just grazing the ropes as he did so, using the ring effectively. Wonderful movement once again, check right hook in evidence, and then bringing the punches underneath in the form of uppercuts. Really boxing well to begin this second round is Brendan Irvine, in and out, and so far, despite pulling the trigger, Alizada can't get his short arcing punches in range to land on the target of the Irishman. Minute gone in round number 2. Brendan Irvine boxing very brightly indeed. The crowd here at the Crystal Hall trying to encourage their man Alizada, who took the opening round across the board. European Championship gold medalist back in 2011 was Alizada. Came away with a bronze medal in the tournament in Minsk 2 years ago. Youth Olympic Games silver in 2010, so that gives you an idea of the precocious talent that he possesses. Installed as the tournament #1 seed, but he's being met by a determined boxer from Ireland here. Brendan Irvine conceded the opening round, but he's moving wonderfully. Look at that for a right uppercut and then out of harm's way again. Terrific boxing being exhibited by the 19-year-old. Takes a right hand from Alizada as he lands a left uppercut. Right hand to the body. Terrific work by the tall boxer. And Alizada, for the first time in the contest, backing up. Perhaps he felt the power of that right hand beneath his left elbow. And Brendan Irvine boxing in inspired fashion here, and Alizada having to readjust and rethink his tactics. He got through with a good right hand that brings a round of applause from the crowd. But the man getting the better of the exchanges, and they haven't really been exchanges because Irvine is landing punches without reply. A lot of them are being blocked, but there's an uppercut right through the middle from Irvine. Terrific work. In and out from Irvine. And you can see Alizada attempting to pull the trigger, but he's not able to do so. Whiplash left, whiplash right, crashes into his ribcage from Irvine. There's a left uppercut between the gloves once again. Blistering round of boxing from Brendan Irvine. There's the uppercut success once more in effect. Right hook from Alizada brings a round of applause from the crowd. He goes downstairs effectively to the body. But what a round from Brendan Irvine. Movement. Every punch in the book, wonderful variety to both body and head. And that was a terrific display after conceding the opening round across the board to the tournament #1 seed. What a response from Brendan Irvine. That was his Sunday punch throughout the course of round number 2, turning the uppercut underneath and penetrating the gloves that were pinned to the side of Alizada's head. He's going through the middle and finding an inviting home for that punch in particular. Well, 2 judges favoring Irvine, and I'm really not sure what Judge B was watching, how he could give that round to Alizada, so it's tied up at 1 round apiece across the board. But it's a 2-point advantage for Judge B as we enter the 3rd and final round. So into the 3rd and final round we go. Brendan Irvine boxed masterfully during the course of round number 2. Judges A and C scored it in his favor. Judge B still preferred the work of the man from Azerbaijan, and so he leads by 2 on that particular scorecard. On the other 2 scorecards, it is tied up at 1 round apiece, 19 points apiece. Everything to box for in pursuit of a place in the final 4 here in Baku. Good right hand from Irvine just a few moments ago. There's that same shot again. Both boxers remaining intense in their concentration. But look at Alizada being reduced to a peripheral figure here, skittering around the perimeter of the boxing ring. In the first round, he was a marauding force, but look at how he's being disrupted by that right-hand success of Brendan Irvine. Terrific display once again. Alizada yet to make the adjustment. He's coming in square, he's presenting a big target, and Irvine is taking full advantage, repeatedly picking his man off as he tries to advance. Right hook around the corner from Irvine, the successful shot. Alizada continuing to fall short. What a right hook from Alizada! Irvine doesn't seem to be too shaken up, but he was caught with a peach of a punch by the man from Azerbaijan. Being picked off again and reduced to falling short is the man from Azerbaijan, and he is the one who is keen to initiate a clinch. A profusion of punches continuing to pepper his head and body. There's more of it again. Left-right combination, and he lost his boxing stance momentarily, did Alizada. Beyond the midpoint of this 3rd and final round. Irvine conceded the opening round across the board. He boxed brilliantly during the course of round number 2. Took it for judges A and C. Judge B still scored it in favor of the man from Azerbaijan. And here in the 3rd round, well, Alizada's continuing to compete, but for the course of the first 2/3 of the round, he was getting picked off by punches like that. And even though he may be successful in blocking a few of them, they are so disruptive to his rhythm that he hadn't been able to launch any successful offense of his own to speak of. There was one cracking single shot that he did get through, but that has been his most notable success. For the most part, he's been reduced to a figure who is swinging and missing in pursuit of the elusive, incessantly moving Brendan Irvine. Less than 20 seconds to go. Irvine continues to whip out punches with those long, spindly arms, and there's a left-right once again. Ragged forward foray from Alizada, and he's being picked off towards the bell. Brilliant response. Brendan Irvine raises his arms immediately, hugs from the Irish corner, and I think that's the masterful display of boxing throughout rounds 2 and 3 by this youngster. Terrific momentum generated. There was a big right hand landed by Alizada, but for the majority of the round, he was kept off balance and at bay by non-stop precise punching by Brendan Irvine. We're going to the scorecards. Let's see how the judges score it. Irvine was brilliant in rounds 2 and 3, but despite his brilliance in the second, remember Judge B scored it in favor of Alizada. Let's see what the officials come up with here. Remember, a place in the semi-finals at stake. Well, it's taking a long time to tabulate these scores. Maybe a split decision. Here's the announcement. What a turnaround by Brendan Irvine, and what an upset here in Baku, because the tournament #1 seed, the 15th ranked boxer in the world, has just been eliminated on home soil, courtesy of a brilliant display in rounds 2 and 3 by the Irish teenager. He took round 3 across the board, and he has eked out a split decision victory over the tournament #1, Salman Alizada, the European Championship silver medalist and gold medalist from the tournament in 2011. Terrific display, the performance of a lifetime by Brendan Irvine. He has guaranteed himself at least a bronze medal here in Baku 2015.